April 2021, Steph came to life on the 5th game of a 6-game road trip for Golden State. Curry became the first player in NBA history to record 50-plus points, 10-plus threes, and 5-plus steals. But out of all the stats we could sit here for days going through, Curry passing LeBron James in all-time 50-point games is the sweetest for Dub Nation. Draymond had a 13, 12, and 10 triple-double. Jimmy Butler dropped 27, 6, 4, and 3. The Warriors were missing both Gary Payton II and Jonathan Kuminga, improving to 18-2 with Jimmy Butler and 12-0 with a starting lineup of Curry, Podziemski, Butler, Moody, and Green. In another must-win, here's how the Warriors got it done in Tennessee to take over the number 5 seed in the West. Moody hustled to grab this offensive rebound after a Draymond miss before drawing the loose ball foul. Curry found his flow by confidently utilizing a screen and hitting a pull-up. Stephen plays catch and relocate with Draymond on this possession to get free for the triple. Jimmy found Pods in transition to force a Grizz timeout, signifying a fantastic Warriors start like they had in San Antonio. Here, it's Steph isolating Edey and rainbowing home a deep-range bomb over Edey's 7'10 wingspan. GOAT. After scoring 2 points in Memphis earlier in the year, Steph was already up to 14, and here he makes it 16 when he grabs this O board and hits the midi. Post was left wide open and drained his second triple. Curry found Butler for a monster finish down the lane after a PNR. Stephen Curry came off a screen to close the quarter offensively. The Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, locked up the interior and stuffed it to close the quarter defensively. Draymond found Butler with a nifty bouncer. Jimmy faded away on the baseline over Edey. We need to see more of that perimeter shooting from Butler. However, the next possession, the Dubs left Jalen Wells wide open. Here, it's Draymond clamping up Jaren Jackson Jr. in the post and grabbing the rebound. DPOY. Curry drained an incredible deep-range bomb after the Grizz made a run. Steph then faded away in heavy traffic from the mid-range. The Warriors then forced the travel on Zach Edey. Buddy clanged a 3 off the side of the backboard like Paul George. Santi Aldama then ripped through for the and 1. Here, it's Moody shutting down Morant. Jimmy missed a wide-open layup underneath. Steph collected the Jimmy kickout and hit the triple, and he should have been fouled on this one. Crazy shot, but the whistle was against the Warriors all night. Moody drained a key triple with just under a minute left in the quarter. Curry then resembled his 2024 Olympic self by draining this miraculous deep-range bomb. GOAT, GOAT, GOAT. Curry then swatted Bane like the 2022 playoffs. Stephen had 8 threes at half and was on pace to break the single-game record. Curry also had a team-high 7 rebounds. Boardman gets paid. Curry used a big-time screen from Draymond to get loose for his 9th triple. Ja Morant leaned in to draw this and 1 on Stephen Curry, a call Steph could never get. Curry then navigated to the corner to give himself 10 triples. Ja clapped back to tie the game. Draymond got inside for this floater. The Dubs then turned the Grizzlies over, and Moody bodied his way inside through Edey and flashed the muscle. Big time take. Jaren Jackson Jr. buried a 3. Triple J then gave Memphis the lead by getting inside. Bane knocked it down from the corner to give Memphis a 4-point lead and force a Warriors timeout. Curry Draymond PNR gives Green a wide open paint. Curry then recorded the steal, stopped on a dime at the arc, up-faked, and pivoted back for the triple. After the Grizzlies trapped Curry, Buddy Hield relieved the pressure with a key triple. With 1.1 on the shot clock, Loondog drained this triple from the corner like he did in the previous game's 4th quarter. Zach Edey clapped back by finishing a lob, and then galloping inside to tie the game entering the 4th. Draymond floated to Jimmy to give the Dubs the lead. Here, the Warriors force a miss on Jaren Jackson Jr., but Scottie Pippen Jr. put the Grizzlies back up. Desmond Bane came off a screen to knock it down. Santi Aldama was left wide open and hit a triple. Off an assist from Draymond, Pods finally came through after some rough plays by finishing underneath. Curry then utilized the Jimmy Butler cross screen to give him 50. Jaren Jackson Jr. answered by getting downhill. Curry switched on to Morant and stayed with him laterally to funnel him into Draymond and force the miss. Clamps from Wardell. It was mostly a bad night from Pods, but Kerr trusted him, and Brandon rewarded that trust, flying in for this key putback to give the Dubs a 5-point lead with just over a minute left. Draymond then found Moody in the corner to just about seal it. While the Grizzlies have just one win against a plus 500 team since February 3rd in the Milwaukee Bucks, this was a big-time win for the Dubs, as the Grizz put up a major fight and are a playoff team for a reason. The Warriors showed they can compete in close games with a top opponent, given how hard the Grizz fought. This was an all-time performance from Wardell, and what Curry did defensively was just as important. This just shows us how healthy Curry actually is, as the time he had off when he suffered that pelvic contusion clearly seemed to have benefited him. The fact that, as a team, the Warriors drained all 28 of their free throws is incredible. One of many feel-good parts about this win for Golden State. Let me know your takes on the Dubs dub down below. This was your boy DflowHoops, and I'll see you next video.